Brentford nil, Arsenal 1 player ratings. Aaron Ramsdale started today. So no rare today. They're actually showing the mistake. That was absolutely criminal, man. It should have been a disaster. Like if he conceded from that, I would have felt so bad for him. The first one, mistakes like that happen. I'm happy it didn't cost us, but he took too much time on the ball. The second one was the one that he threw the ball straight to the floor. Like, I don't know what the hell that was. I is supposed to be easy peasy for you, bro. You're a goalkeeper, so I don't know what that was all about. But he kept a clean sheet. He made a couple of good saves in the second half. He handled the corners and the free kicks and the throw-ins that they had in the last minute well. So, I wanted to give him a 7, but I'm going to give him a 6 because those 2 mistakes. If you make 1 mistake, it's bad, but it's okay. But 2 mistakes that almost cost us. I'm going to give him a 6. I wanted to give him a 7 because we kept a clean sheet. But I think if you look at that clean sheet, most of it just comes from the likes of Saliba, to be honest. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. If we had lost the game or something, it would have been 3 or something. So let me know what you guys would give Ramsdale. Is that too harsh because he kept a clean sheet? But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 because some of those mistakes were absolutely suicidal, man. You cannot do that. That was absolutely crazy from you. But I think 6 out of 10 left back, I think he was absolutely incredible. The clearance in the second half, he saved us. Even in the first half, he was getting into the box. He was putting in crosses to the box. He was getting involved every single play. It was actually looking, even attempted a shot in the second half that was blocked, and we got a corner from that. I think Zinchenko was very, very good today, especially for a player who people think he cannot defend at all. Apparently, he's the worst defender in terms of fullbacks in the league. Let me ask you, between Zinchenko and Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is the better defender? Would you say they are the same? In terms of going forward, I know Trent is clear of most people, but in terms of just defending one-on-ones and all that, who gets exposed more between Zinchenko and Alexander-Arnold? I'm going to give Zinchenko an 8 out of 10 for today. I think he was absolutely fantastic today, and we kept a clean sheet as well. Maybe I should even give him more for that, but I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Right back, Tomiyasu. I mean, he's had better games than today, like Sevilla away and all those guys, but I think he was still good. You never really see Tomiyasu getting exposed at all. He's just so solid. So I'm going to give Tomiyasu a 7 out of 10 for today. I think he was very good once again. Man, I'm so happy that we have players like this. At the beginning of the season, just before the transfer window closed, people are like, we need to sell Tomiyasu. And I was like, no, you can't sell a player because he's been injured. I said the same thing about Smith Rowe. Give Tomiyasu the 3rd season. Give Smith Rowe another season. If Tomiyasu is out for another 30 games this season and Smith Rowe misses another 6 months this season, then you have to consider selling them, unfortunately. But I said give them this season. Now, unfortunately for Smith Rowe, it's heading the bad direction because we're not really seeing him this season. But he's been able to stay fit for most of it. And Tomiyasu has managed to stay fit, and we are going to December. And do you know how much is helping us right now? Having a player that you can just say, okay, Tomiyasu today, you're starting at left back. Okay, Tomiyasu tomorrow, Champions League, right back. Tomorrow, Tomiyasu, Carabao Cup, you are the centre back. Tomorrow, you're playing in front of you, you'll have Saka. Tomorrow, in front of you, it's Martinelli. The next day, it's Vieira. The next day, we're going to put Nelson there. There's even a time, I think he played with Sago Jr. in front of him when he played Brentford in the Carabao Cup. All that, different partnerships in front of him, different partnerships next to him, different positions. He does that so well. So Tomiyasu, I never have anything bad to say about Tomiyasu. And even him and Zinchenko, they've also helped us in terms of attacking this season, scoring a few goals here and there. Fantastic. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. William Saliba. He makes defending look so easy. Now, I think Zinchenko was better than him, but I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 as well. I think he was fantastic. Once again, he never gets exposed. It's just, he does his job. He made a clearance today. He made 2 tackles. Let me just take a look at the stats. He won 6 out of the 10 aerial duels he was involved in. 1 out of 3 long balls, 2 out of 4 ground duels as well. He only committed 1 foul. You know, things like that. You know, whenever a defender is very good, you check their fouls and you're like, oh, he made 4 or 5 fouls. People like Saliba and Declan Rice, they don't even make fouls. People like Ben White, they don't even pick up yellow cards that much. Fantastic. So I'm going to give Saliba an 8 out of 10. I think Gabriel's quite good as well. As I think the whole back 4 is very good, but I think Zinchenko was a standout. I'm going to give Gabriel the same as Gabriel. Did he? I know Zinchenko cleared the ball off the line, and I know Rice did the same. I know Gabriel is very good. I actually think, if you're to ask me, I actually kind of think Gabriel is maybe slightly better than Saliba, maybe 51% to 49%. Let me take a look at the stats. Maybe I'm tripping. Clearances, 3 clearances, 1 blocked shot, 1 interception. Oh my goodness. 5 out of 7 aerial duels, 2 out 100% duels won. Again, is another player who gets disrespected a lot. I know Saliba gets a lot more credit, deservedly so. But whenever you see people doing combined 11s and everything, people are like, nah, I'm going to put Botman there. Gabriel is not all that. He's overrated. I don't think so, man. I think he's very good again. Once again, next to you. Maybe I should even have given Tomiyasu an 8, but I think Zinchenko is the standard between all of them. If I was giving her, Zinchenko would have been an 8 out of 5. But I'm going to give Gabriel an 8 out of 10 as well. Let me know if you agree with that. Ramsdale 6, Gabriel 8, Saliba 8, Zinchenko 8, Tomiyasu 7. Now, am I being harsh on Tomiyasu and Ramsdale? Let me know. Declan Rice, another one. He can play number 8 today, tomorrow, number 6. Everything is just fine with Rice. Everything is absolutely fantastic with him. And on top of that, he saved Ramsdale. That clearance from the goal line in the first half, I'm actually watching it again. That was fantastic, man. With his left foot as well, it could easily have handled the ball there. Red card, he misses 3 games and we are so screwed. If Rice misses 3 games right now, we are so done because we don't have Partey. So for him to clear that ball that way, absolutely fantastic. So Declan Rice, once again, another fantastic performance. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Absolutely love him. What a signing. Probably, if I was to do a video on best signings during the Emirates era, Aubameyang was great. Alexis Sanchez was great. Ozil was great. All those players in terms of impact, immediate impact, especially. Aubameyang was just right away, just scored every single one of our goals. But I think right away, Rice would be in the top 5. I'm not even kidding. Like, he'd be on an Emirates era. He'd be in the top 5. He's very good. 8 out of 10 for him. Odegaard and Trossard. This is very hard. I don't think Odegaard was great. He was very quiet. He did give away the ball a couple of times. And let me just take a look at the stats. I'm going to give him a rating based on what I watched and the stats as well. He made 1 key pass, 1 out of 2 crosses, 4 out of 6 long balls, 1 out of 3 dribbles completed, 1 out of 5 ground duels. So I lost a lot of those. He was caught offside once. I don't think he was great. Just because we won and stats say that he did well in terms of passing, I wanted to give him a 5, but we won the game. I mean, he played 90 minutes. I think the last 10 minutes he kind of upped the game. So not his best performance, and he's my best player. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for today. I think almost everyone was better than him today. So 6 out of 10, and I'm giving you an extra point just because he improved the game in the last 10 minutes. 6 out of 10 for that. Trossard. Now, I think Trossard was better than Odegaard, but in the second half, he was he put in a couple of crosses. He switched position. He went to the left side. I mean, if we were ever going to score a goal in the first half, it was going to come from Trossard. He was getting involved a lot as well. Second half, a bit quiet, and we expect more. The one thing that disappointed me today with Trossard, corners. Trossard is very good from corners, and like 3 or 4 of them today were very poor. Like 2 or 3 of them hit the first man. I was disappointed with that. So I think he was slightly better than Odegaard, or he was more involved than Odegaard, especially in the first half. I'm going to give him a 6. Hopefully, he's better. He was better than Odegaard. It's a 6 going to a 6.5. For Odegaard, it's a 6 going to a 5.5. That makes sense. So 6 out of 10 for him. Hopefully, that is fair. Let me know if you disagree with any of this. Rice 8, Trossard 6, Odegaard 6. We don't give. I know people are going to say Odegaard 3. Nah, we give 3s if you had a disastrous performance, like you made mistakes and you cost us a lot of chances, and maybe you cost us a goal, or you missed a clear-cut chance in front of goal. We take all those things into consideration. But being quiet, I usually try to give them average, unless you're very quiet to the point where I didn't see. I think the last 15 minutes we started seeing him. 6 out of 10. Bukayo Saka was also very quiet, but if it's not for Saka, you don't win that game. So for that cross, I'm going to give Bukayo Saka 7 out of 10. These days, it's not the Saka that we know from the past 3 seasons where, the Saka that we know, he gets the ball, he dribbles past the defender. He gets the ball again. He gets fouled like 15 times in a game. Maybe these days it's good that we don't have to depend on him that much. We can pass the ball to McNeil on the left side. We can pass the ball to Rice. We can pass the ball to Zinchenko to do something in midfield as well. You don't have to depend on Saka. But I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for today. Happy that he got that cross. He usually has those moments. Martinelli... Is it a 6 as well? I think he went off 77th minute. Again, I think Martinelli was better than Saka in the game, but he went off and Saka ended up getting the assist. So I'm going to give Martinelli a 6 out of 10 as well. First half, did he do anything? Who assisted? Jesus assisted the trusted goal, but it was saved. I think Martinelli put in. Again, I even forgot to mention with Zinchenko, the goal that was disallowed. It was Zinchenko's quick thinking with the throw-in and all that. So that's why I gave him an 8. I forgot to mention it. Martinelli was also involved in that play. So quick thinking, I love that. They were marking him like 2 or 3 players as well today. So it like every time he got the ball, there was like 2 players marking him. Very difficult for Saka and Martinelli these days. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Gabriel Jesus, decision making. I mean, he told us the other day that it's not his thing, scoring goals. I don't mind him saying that. As long as he do other things well and he still score the goals when he get the chance, it would have been bad if he says that and then scores 1 goal in the whole season. I don't think against his best performance. Now, for players like Martinelli and Jesus, I'm actually going to excuse them because I watched the game against Argentina and that was on Wednesday morning. Maybe if they do that the next 2 games as well, then I'll start judging it. But I feel like that's traveling and all that. I've seen with other players like Alisson today. Alisson today was very shaky. Caicedo didn't play for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez was shaky for Chelsea. Maybe it's a thing with that fixture and traveling, all that. So I'm going to give you a 6 out of 10. So I'm going to excuse Martinelli and Jesus for being a bit quiet and a bit not the best, because Jesus and Martinelli are way better than that. We know that. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I've given him a 6 out of 10, but I still think Martinelli and Trossard were better than him. I think Jesus and Odegaard weren't that great today. 6 out of 10. Bench players. Who came on first? Did we actually make only 4 subs? We actually made 2 subs before the goal. Edin Ketia. I'm going to give you a 5, and you're very lucky to even get a 5. You have to pass the ball. You have to pass the ball. You cannot shoot the ball from that angle when there's 3 players in the box next to you and the game is 0-0 and in the 87th minute and we have the chance to go top of the table. You cannot do that, man. You cannot do that. That is suicidal. So I'm going to give Edin Ketia a 5 out of 10 for today. Not because I'm feeling nice. So I was very angry at that, man. If he had not won that game today, I would have been so mad right now. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 for today. This guy, Kai Havertz. This guy, man. I mean, apart from that goal, he didn't have a lot of time to do anything else, but we needed a goal. That is all that we needed today. Jesus didn't get us the goal today. Trossard got us the goal. It got disallowed. The defenders did their job today. Havertz came on and he won us the game. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. I think that is the highest I've given him in an Arsenal shirt. Not that I was doing ratings for Chelsea anyway, but 8 out of 10. He got us. That is all that he needed to do. He needed to come on and score a goal. I don't care about anything else that he had to do. But let me check the stats and see if he had anything else to do. But the thing that he had to do, he came on and he scored the goal. So far, so I've given him a 7 out of 10. He had 11 touches. One of them was a goal. Brilliant. You don't have to have many touches to score. 1 out of 3 ground deals. He had 1 tackle as well. He won the aerial duel that he was involved in. 8 out of 10. He saved us today, so 8 out of 10 for him. Who else came on? I mean, White was only on for 2 minutes. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I think Jorginho was given the captaincy or something. 5 out of 10 as well for the last 2 minutes. I think that is fine enough. Mikel Arteta, we know attacking-wise not the best performance. Defensively, though, we are absolutely incredible defensively. We don't concede chances at all. I think we had the best XG against, teams are not expected to score against us pretty much. We're expected to keep clean sheets most of the time, which is a very, very good thing, man. I've been watching Arsenal since 2004, and Arsenal is never really a defensive team. I remember us having Van Persie, Fabregas, Adebayo, Nasri, Rosicki, Kleb, Walcott scoring all those goals. And then you look at our defenders, you're like, oh, goodness me. Scolacci, Sylvester, Giroud, Senderos, those guys. Nothing. I think the last good defenders we had were like Koscielny, Vermaelen, Monreal, and Mertesacker, maybe those guys. But after that, man, Kolasinac, Socrates, Mustafi, Bellerino's good at the beginning, at the end, terrible. Holding, we've had terrible defenders. So having those guys then being able to control the game and not conceding chance after chance after chance, that is good. Every single time, like today, even in second half, did you really expect us to concede a goal? It never looked like it. We're only concerned about us scoring, but conceding, it never looks like we're going to concede a goal. That is perfect. Substitution worked. Starting lineup was great. People loved the starting lineup. We finally started trusted in the number 8 position. I wanted that as well. I put that in my the preferred starting lineup that I wanted. I wanted those front 5. I didn't actually expect him to go for it. Starting lineup, perfect. Substitution, perfect. Bringing on Havertz for Martinelli, very risky, but it worked. Many people are not happy with that, but it worked. And we got a clean sheet. So I'm going to give Mikel Arteta an 8 out of 10 for today. Maybe it should even be more because that Havertz sub was genius. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Really, really happy with that